And the first speaker is Jeanne Donnelly, Winter the Dolphin, and How She Renewed My Interest in Marine Biology. Jeanne Donnelly, Winter the Dolphin, and How She Renewed My Interest in Marine Biology. Oh, sorry.
No problem. Hello, my name is Jeanne Donnelly. First thing I want to, before I begin my speech, I want to tell you that I've always wanted to work with animals. Since I'm little, I wanted to be a veterinarian or a marine biologist. The problem with being a veterinarian when you're allergic to everything from fur to God knows cashmere, whatever else, your dreams are kind of dashed of becoming a veterinarian. And one day, a long time ago, I was very into the aquarium and the whales and dolphins, and somebody suggested to me, well, why don't you become a marine biologist? And I was really into that younger. And then I had stopped being interested in that, and all of a sudden I saw this movie called A Dolphin Tale. And it's a true story about this dolphin named Winter, who was caught in a crab trap off the coast of Mosquito. It was 4 hours away from Clearwater, where the CMA Aquarium Center is called the Clearwater Marine Aquarium. And basically what they do is they rehabilitate animals and put them back in the wild whenever they can. Now there's a few animals, such as Winter, who have to stay there forever because Winter has no dorsal fin, which means she can't swim. I mean, she's adapted to swim, but she can't swim out in the ocean. But what made her story so interesting is because when she became well enough, she learned how to adapt to her environment and learned how to deal with the situation as it was. What happened with Winter, she swims like this. But you're supposed to, as a dolphin, swim like this. And they didn't want her to swim like that because it could end up killing her. Reason being, when a dolphin's body is streamlined. And when your body does this, your spine controls basically everything, protects everything, and it can throw things out of whack and eventually cause problems being able to breathe. So they had to figure out how Winter can swim. She was the first dolphin ever to get her own prosthesis, which has never happened before, and she had a little trouble dealing with that. But then, in the process, she became a teaching animal and an inspiration to many veterans who have lost a leg or had some type of injury to themselves and how animals can adapt. And she became a liaison, if you will, to many disabled people to teach them how to adapt. Now, there's a lot of other interesting things that I learned. She is now with 3 other dolphins. But in the beginning, when she had a dolphin with her, and they became good friends, and she ended up dying. And this dolphin ended up Winter became very depressed. And she was very upset, and they were thinking of transferring her because, as I learned, when you have to pair 2 female dolphins so that their social anxiety doesn't become a problem. Now, if said dolphin doesn't like the other dolphin they're being paired with, there's 3 things that happen. They bite, they make weird noises, But a lot of people didn't like Winter when they were being paired with her because they weren't used to her tail. They had never seen anything like that, and they started freaking out. Now, may I have an assistant, please? Thank you.
What do you need?
I just need somebody to turn me around in my chair once, counterclockwise.
Turn it on?
Yeah. Now, that's what this dolphin Mandy did, but faster than that, like super speed. And they had to remove her because Winter body checked her because she really didn't like the way she was moving. And she had a really hard time, and they ended up putting her with a dolphin called Hope. And she was a mini dolphin, and she was very sick. But and she ended up liking each other. Now she's with 3 other dolphins and becoming a mother to all of them. But the reason I liked this movie so much is because it showed me that even animals have trouble adapting, but they just deal. And I wish more people could just be like that. I wish people could adapt to their own environment and just get used to things and not freak out as much. So it renewed my interest in marine biology because it would look like such an awesome experience to be with her and hang out.
Yellow.
So that's why Winter inspired my interest in marine biology. Oh, and the CMA is open from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. And if you go before 3 o'clock, if you go after 3 o'clock, they have special rates.